All right, your next comic is getting into comedy at a young age, but he's been working really hard. He really has some great stuff. How about a big hand for Marshall Kious, everybody?
Thank you. Oh man, all that applause just makes me feel like I'm a dancing monkey. Well, actually that's not true. I don't really dance. Well, I do, but when I do, it's like a tumbleweed having a seizure. Yes, my name is Marshall, and I feel that entitles me to do this. Yes, I'm Slim Shady. I'm the real Slim Shady. All the Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. And since no one else is standing up, that is now mine. I get a lot of people that come up to me and they say, you know what, you look familiar. I feel like I recognize you. I've seen you somewhere before. And I look at them casually and I say, no, I don't know who you are. Please, you're in my space. And they say, oh, well then I guess I just have a friend who looks like you. And I think, wow, there's another 6'3", about 140-pound guy out there? And their response is, well, you know, he's like a little shorter than you, maybe about 5'10", maybe a little bigger than you, about 210 pounds. Yeah, he looks exactly like me. That guy looks exactly like me. He's my spitting image. Next time someone finds my doppelganger, let me know, because I'm going to judge him for myself. But the one thing that people say to me a lot is, you know what, you remind me of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. You look like Shaggy. You remind me of Shaggy. You have Shaggy's mannerisms. Super. I remind you of a beatnik who hung out with 3 other kids in a van with a dog who has snacks selfishly named after him. But you know what? There wasn't anything that Shaggy wouldn't do for those. Shaggy, go in that room. No. Will you do it for a Scooby snack? Sure. And I'm thinking, what else would he do for a Scooby snack? Shaggy, put this beehive in your pants. No way, man. For a Scooby snack? Shaggy, I had a date tonight with Velma. I had a date tonight with Daphne, but she canceled on me. Put on a wig and put on some lipstick. No. Do it for a Scooby snack? No. 2 Scooby snacks? But I always admired the way that Shaggy walked, or maybe I'm just the only person that ever saw this. Anyone remember the way Shaggy walked from the old cartoon series? Like, he just had that kind of leisurely walk. Did anyone else see that invisible pimp cane he was carrying? He was just taking his little step, and it made me think, Shaggy seems like he's the whipping boy of the group, but what if he's the one that's actually pulling the strings? He's the mastermind. Because think about it. No matter where he is in the mansion, anytime he says zoinks or yells, they all come a-running. The entire crew. It doesn't matter where he is, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, it doesn't matter what secret dungeon he's locked in, they will come and they will find Shaggy whenever he yells. He has he has an entourage. It includes Daphne and Velma, and Fred is just the muscle, the bodyguard. And he also has a dog for this somewhat protection that he offers, with a nice piece of recognizable bling with the initials on it. But I don't think Hanna-Barbera could really pitch Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Seemed a lot better than Scooby-Doo, where my hose at? Hanna-Barbera tried to sneak it in there, but it just wouldn't slip past the censors. Now, it seems to me that it just seems weird that people would just be like, you remind me of Shaggy. Great. And it takes a toll on my dating life. It really does. I mean, you know. I know, because every woman always desires to, go out with a stick. So, someone who can do less workouts than they do and still remain the staggering 140 pounds that he's been for 6 years. I like to equate a lot of people like to equate their dating life to sports, some kind of sport. I think dating for me is more like fishing. It's the only sport you can legally drink and not disappoint the children. And it's also a thing where you can just go, hang out with your buds, just cast your line out, and if you're lucky, you'll take something home that you want to mount on the wall. For me, however, the fishing aspect comes into the theme of, well, I'm sitting out here for 3.5 hours, getting slowly more and more intoxicated with nothing happening. And sometimes, if I'm really lucky, I'll be sitting out there for 3.5 hours with a friend who looks kind of like me, and we'll just argue about whose line is better. Thank you very much, everyone. You've been a great audience.